Hey everyone, today I'm going to compare LifeForce to Winona, specifically for women who are looking to overcome symptoms of things like menopause. So I immediately think of the section from the newsroom where someone said, "Oh, I was told you were tired," and the woman responds, "I've been tired since I was 30." So if you have been tired since you were 30, it might be related to things like menopause and perimenopause. So after 35, you're going to see hormone levels change. That can actually impact a lot of areas. You're going to see issues like intimacy issues, anxiety, mood swings, night sweats, weight gain, low energy, and things like hot flashes, fatigue, brain fog, skin changes. So these are all things that are related to menopause, but can be more effectively treated today. So some of the two main contenders are Winona and My LifeForce. And I'm going to start with Winona. So they have HRT options that include things like DHEA. So DHEA supplements, very important supplements. DHEA is what's called a precursor hormone. So this hormone actually helps your body generate things like testosterone and estrogen. So without it, you're going to find that development very restrictive, and you're going to see a lot of menopause related symptoms like everything listed here: fatigue, cognitive decline, depression, low libido. So with these, this is a plant-based option. The main ingredient is DHEA. And then, of course, the other ingredients are these inactive ones: the rice flour, the gelatin, and the vegetable magnesium. These are all for the capsule, right? So this is the main product that you have inside, pure DHEA. Now, I have nothing against that supplement. There are a lot of companies that focus pretty heavily on having proprietary DHEA supplements to help women in menopause, but there seems to be just DHEA. That's the only thing that's in there. Now, that doesn't make it inefficient, but it can be more efficient. So I'm going to actually pop over here to LifeForce and compare that. So LifeForce is a little bit different here. Winona is obviously designed specifically for things like HRT. We are here to treat symptoms related to menopause. LifeForce is there to treat symptoms that relate to menopause and beyond menopause. You have a membership and a test option, and as part of that blood draw, you'll get a review of several biomarkers, over 50 biomarkers that have to do with your hormones. Common biomarkers like your total or free testosterone, right? That's going to be pretty important in figuring out whether you need a DHEA supplement. That's going to help you, especially if you are having any of these symptoms here. You're seeing a lot of areas that test biomarkers for longevity, for brain health. And some of the solutions that you saw here were menopause management. So you can see that there's a lot being tested, but menopause management is one of the many things they offer. Now with this, you get a personalized program and a dashboard. So as I said, this DHEA supplement is one of the things they prescribe over here at Winona to help with menopause related symptoms. By comparison, the supplements that you get with LifeForce are going to be a little bit more robust, particularly the DHEA supplement. So this might look the same, but this supplement has 3 key ingredients. So it does have DHEA, but it also has the 7-keto DHEA. And we have over here other components that help you. So you can see here, this list right here, 3 key components. These help improve not just your testosterone and your estrogen production, but we have right here, this is basically a precursor to the precursor. So this is what's going to give your body the structure it needs to generate more DHEA. And that DHEA is what's going to give your body the structure it needs to generate more hormones like estrogen and testosterone. So you see here a lot of overlapping benefits from one supplement. You also have the 7-keto DHEA, and that's going to help you with a healthy metabolism. That's going to support your weight loss. And of course, weight gain is one of those issues that many women struggle with all the time, but especially when we head into menopause. So what you have here is access to a lot of supplements, not just DHEA, but I did feel like that was very important to cover. So the treatments here, we have estrogen patches, we have body creams. So there's a lot of patches and creams, right? So you have patches, creams, and then one supplement. You can also take estrogen tablets, progesterone tablets, or sorry, capsules, and then this face cream over here. So there is, if you're dealing with hair loss, they also prescribe this. So those are your basic treatments, and those are all the products they have. That's it. So it seems pretty limited. And many women who do struggle with early menopause symptoms might also struggle with secondary symptoms related to menopause or menopause-like symptoms, things like brain fog or skin conditions that are not related to menopause, but related to a different condition. And there's really no way of knowing that or getting treatment for that from Winona. Now, not to say that Winona isn't good, but those are it. That's what they have. So you would start a free visit, right? You go through the patient portal to create your account, talk about the issues you're having, and then you get that real-time chat and a care team that just gives you this information right here on what menopause symptoms really look like. Every month you can look at a live Q&A, but that's not a private Q&A. So that's going to be a group Q&A. It's there. You can register for it, and that's it. That's what you get. By comparison, LifeForce gives you blood draws that measure 4 times a year. So once a quarter, they look at over 50 biomarkers, not limited to menopause-related biomarkers, but all of these other areas for your health, for your issues like brain protection, weight loss, cardiovascular health, and your metabolism. After that, you meet one-on-one with a clinician. This is very important to me because if you were to go to your primary care physician or your general practitioner and ask for a blood draw because you think, you might need to tackle some issues related to menopause, at best, they might give you 10 minutes of their time, and they're not going to explain everything. They're basically going to say, here's the medication, here's how you take it, any questions? Good. And then they're going to leave. While Winona does give you this chat option, and they do have a patient portal and a lot of reading material with as well as these live Q&A sessions, they don't give you this personalized one-on-one session. So you fill out the same type of health questionnaire here, but it's a bit more robust as it does tackle more areas beyond menopause. And then you get to connect with a LifeForce clinician. They go over the results from your blood draw. They look at your goals, and then they help you build a personalized health plan. That to me is a lot more important because just taking treatments like body cream, that's okay, a convenient way to get a little bit of relief, but I need more than that. I want to focus on a long-term solution. I want to know what my goals are and how I'm going to achieve them. I don't just want to be handed a prescription and told, all right, do this and like pay for it forever. So you get a customized plan here that does exactly what I'm looking for, which is work with a dedicated LifeForce health coach through this personalized dashboard. So that health coach is there for you the entire time you have your membership. You get to see this dashboard at all times, reviewing all of your markers, reviewing your biological age versus your current quality of life, and how you're doing in each of these sections. You can see here hormone balance, right? A lot of things related to hormones, but you also see what critical nutrients you might be missing out on, what your metabolism is like, and where you might need to make changes there, how healthy your organs are, particularly your liver and your bones, your cardiovascular health, and then other key risk factors that you might want to look into. Now, all of these might be overlapping causes of similar conditions. You see brain fog and fatigue. Okay, well, that's here under metabolic, that's here under organ health, that's also here under critical nutrients, so if you're missing critical nutrients, and hormone balance. So looking at all of these to me is much more important than looking at just one thing. More importantly, in addition to that personalized program you get with lifestyle changes you can implement and the proprietary supplements like that DHEA, you also get that quarterly blood work done. I mentioned that already, but once a quarter is very important because you are setting health goals. You are working with a health coach this entire time. You are tracking your health changes through this dashboard. And the only way you know that you've made real changes because of your prescription pharmaceuticals like hormone therapy or your DHEA supplements or similar supplements is through that continual blood draw. So that quarterly blood draw means that they test your same 50 plus biomarkers every quarter, so you can look at that dashboard and see how well things have improved and see the impact of all of your changes. So overall, I do like that they both have options to help you if you are dealing with symptoms of menopause or premenopause. You can easily try to restore your hormone balance with very similar treatments like DHEA, and take a quick quiz here. But this does not have the same type of membership. Winona does not have the same type of membership. It doesn't have the same type of robust support in the form of a life coach or individual sessions with a clinician, nor does it have the same variety in terms of your products and supplements. LifeForce, by comparison, gives you relief from menopause with regular biomarker analysis 4 times a year, a personalized dashboard that shows you what the impact is of the supplements and other lifestyle changes that you've made. And you make those by way of your personal clinician sessions and health coaching. So this to me is a much more robust plan that can really improve all of your symptoms in a long-term sustainable way.